This week, Luke becomes more environmentally friendly while going old school too. And while in doing so, he's also burning fat. Are you curious? Well, watch our video.
Hi, I'm Luke.
And I'm Sarah. And this is Molly.
And this is Timmy.
And for 3 years, we've been living off-grid in central Portugal.
We bought a huge piece of land with a few ruins to restore, including an ancient watermill down by this amazing river, with loads of boulders scattered all over the land.
Subscribe to follow our journey as we navigate the ins and outs of off-grid living. Hi and welcome to our channel. It's nice to see you again today. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Before I start this video, I would like to thank Gerhard, I'm not sure how to say your name, Christman. I don't know how to say your surname either. Thank you so much for this generous contribution. And I know you want to go towards Luke's cookbook, but he is super busy right now, so he will see what he can do about it. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, so Luke is super busy this week, as usual, but over to Luke. He is in front of our ruin and he's going to show you what he's up to.
Hey guys, I'm here in front of our ruin on this massive plateau-y terrace. I absolutely love this terrace, it's just so, I really find it breathtaking when you come here and see it poof, all open. Since we got goats, I've been thinking of, obviously we need to grow our own grass and make our own hay to kind of cut the cost of the feed. The only problem is that this field is full of these foxtails, and these are really bad for all types of animals. Sarah's pulled out quite a few of these from the goat's eyes a few times, and even up Molly's bum. Ooh. And it gets into their paws, and sometimes our friend's neighbour told us one got into her dog's paw and it actually went inside just because of the arrow type. It always digs deeper instead of coming out just because of the way it is. Damn you, foxtails! Now, my strimmer broke about a month ago now. I will be buying another one for next year, maybe. I also might not, because I have a much more eco-friendly, cost-free and cardio way of doing it. So say hello to my little friend. Oh yeah! Isn't that badass? Alright. So we found this scythe in our ruin when we first got here. And about 3 months ago I remembered about it and picked it up. I watched a ton of YouTube videos. And I've been practicing ever since, and it's really enjoyable. It's surprisingly fast as well. I mean, last week I cleared a bit around the yurt again because it grows so much. I had already trimmed it before the date that you have to clean your land by, but yeah, it's all grew again. So, and to me it seemed like it was much faster with fiddling with the nylon wire and all that, and filling it up with fuel and oil and all this crap. It's about 11 in the morning, so exactly opposite of the right time you should be doing this. But yeah, let's make some hay while the sun unfortunately shines. Let's do this. I'll just show you how I sharpen it after watching a ton of YouTube videos. The best tip that I found is to lean it up against the back here, so you always get the same angle, so it gets really sharp, and just hold it from the bottom like that and just pull down and to the side like that. So you just go and then once to take off all the bits that you sharpened off, like that and like that, and it's done. And you just do that. I was doing it every row, so I'd walk down. I think this terrace, I would say, is about 70 meters long, I think. So every 70 meters, boom, pull it out. I got it on a piece of string because I already lost it once. And boom, 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 2 seconds, back in the pocket, and off you go. Alrighty, 4 hours of cardio later and about 5 liters of water and a lot of sweat and I'm done. Awesome, eh? Now normally this would take me a whole day, at least 8 hours, and I've done it in 4. So that's definitely one plus. If I look at the advantages and disadvantages of using this versus a normal strimmer, well, to me it seems like they're all advantages. Number one, I don't have to buy an expensive strimmer. I have the tool I need right here. Number two, no fuel. It's good for the planet, good for the pocket, and good for myself as well, because normally when I'm strimming, you do inhale quite a few fumes and stuff. Number three, I'm going to get hay out of it. Now, I'm not quite sure what the nutritional value will be, but the goats do love these flowers. So hopefully they'll enjoy this hay. Thankfully Molly and Sarah came to see me just as I finished with a nice cold beer. Cheers, Sarah. And number four, I think you look pretty badass doing it. I feel like a badass anyway.
Or like a Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper. And number five, if a zombie apocalypse hits, you've got a pretty awesome weapon. Definitely more pluses than minuses. I guess a minus could be that I could take my leg out with it because it's really, really sharp. And don't worry guys, that's not blood and neither is that. It's just the paint job on the Gypsy Caravan last year. Next year I'm hoping I'll do it early. When I did try it out in the beginning of spring where we had nice long grass and before all these damn foxtails came up, I did make some hay and Hachamama loved it. So hopefully I'll do it a bit earlier next year because really at the moment all there is are these flowers, and I think it would be much easier if you've got like some nice long grass, because at patches it was like pretty short, so it seemed a bit harder. I think I'm managing about 2.5 meters on each side of like one swing, which is pretty cool because just by going up and down I've cleaned 5 meters, you know, so it's definitely faster and more efficient. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I am tired, obviously. It's a 4-hour cardio workout, but my back isn't hurting. Normally with the strimmer, with the harness and the weight of the machine, I always end up with a really bad back and I end up like walking home like this, you know. Today, nothing. I mean, I do have muscle pain where my abs should be and a bit in my biceps, which is good. I think I've got the technique not completely down, you know, but pretty close I think, because I remember watching a video and saying you'll know if you're doing it wrong because you'll start feeling your back hurting just because of the twist if you start twisting wrong. And one of the videos that helped me the most on how to do this was you're basically just doing this with the thing in your hand, and that's a pretty good exercise. I mean, we used to do that for a warm-up when I used to play water polo back in the day. So it's definitely a good movement, you know. It's not like some awkward movement that's going to hurt you. And really, my back isn't hurting at all, so that's a relief. And hopefully next week I'll come round in 3 days with a pitchfork, flip all these over, and we'll figure out how we're going to bale it. Alrighty, I think that's it for me. I'll leave you with Sarah. She's working on a project as a gift for our top paying patrons. I'm pretty sure they're going to enjoy them. Whatever she's making, you'll see right now.
Hey, back to me! Yes, so I'm making leaf pictures. Finally, I'm picking up this old childhood hobby that I had of mine and making cards for our top paying patrons. So this is the first card that I am making, and I do have to apologize to Aaron and Michelle and to Diana. The top paying patrons get a card made by me after 6 months of supporting us on Patreon. So the 6 months are way overdue for Aaron and Michelle and also Diana. So yours will be coming up next. But first, Katya, because we don't know her on a personal level, so she gets to get one exactly on the 6 month mark. I used to love doing this, and I've picked it up again, and I really enjoyed making this butterfly, I must say. First I have to dry the leaves. It's really easy. I mean, anyone can do it, but I really get a lot of joy out of it, and I've never met anyone else who does it. And I don't know if it's just something I do, and if it isn't, let me know in the comments below. I want to hear if you guys do it, or you have a hobby that you've never heard anyone else do. And if you like this video, give us a nice thumbs up too. Thank you. I like to sort out the leaves because they are so much easier to choose when you have them all arranged. And then I just make the outline of whatever I want. And I go through quite a little bit of a process of putting leaves, and I don't like how they look, taking them off. So I do not glue them first. So I do that first. First I choose where everything is going. And then even if something's going a different place when I'm actually putting glue, but at least I know basically where I want the leaves to go. I don't put anything to protect them on top. I don't spray anything. I don't know if there's anything I could do to spray them to keep them from going moldy. But the ones that I showed you in a previous video, it still looks really, really good. But I just put it in a frame, and it's lasted 22 years. So yeah, I don't know if there's any need to spray anything on them. So then once I glue everything on, it's ready. My cards are made on my special paper. If you haven't seen how to make paper, I will put the link up here and in the description below. I've gone through this video again. It's not my favorite video, but it does show you how to make paper. And I had some really nice results. So yeah, I had never made paper before. Loved it. And my next card is going to be for my mother. She loves pigs. Her name's Diana, supports me on Patreon, and she's getting a pig. It's gonna look a lot different made out of leaves, but here's the first sketch. Okay, so thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.
Raspberries are here. Yum. Yum, yum,
The
yum.
end of the beans and the beginning of the raspberries.
I love them. Yummy. Good for goats. Sarah's pulled out a few of these out of their eyes, out of Sarah's bum, out of Molly's bum.
If you enjoyed watching this video, then why not watch this one or this one? And if you don't feel like watching but you feel like shopping, then go here.